All right, hey everybody. Welcome to the Midwest Regional Championship in the Small College Division. My name is Angela Smarto, and I am the Women's Director of National Collegiate Rugby, moonlighting today as your commentator for this championship game here between the Northern Michigan University North Stars, who have the ball right now in the green jerseys and the white shorts. Moving to your left, they're playing against the SUNY Cortland Peace Frogs, who are wearing the black and red jerseys with the black shorts on the left side of your screen. Your head referee today is Kyle George. We were started today here at the beautiful Moose Rugby Grounds here in Elkhart, Indiana. The score right now is 0-0. We're fixing the graphic right now. Just the opening few minutes of the game. We just concluded our first games of the day. We started off with Notre Dame College winning the Division I National Semifinal of the East over the Indiana Hoosiers. So they will be advancing to the National Championship Series, which is in Houston, Texas, on the weekend of December 2nd and 3rd at Aviva Stadium. The winner of this game will also advance to that round. All right. SUNY Cortland is the second seed out of the Upstate New York Conference. Their champion, St. Bonaventure, has already won the Southern Regional in Culpeper, Virginia today over perennial powerhouse Lee University. So they're headed to Texas. So if Cortland wins, they would be the second team out of their conference to advance. But Northern Michigan is hoping to return to Small College Nationals for the third year in a row, finishing third in the last 2 years. A little bit of messy coming out of the scrum here. But look at the pace of number 13 for Northern Michigan. She may be hurt, though, on that plant. Something happened. We're going to play on. As they're looking to attack on the other side. So Northern Michigan is going to dot the ball down first, making it all the way to center. So that's the first 5 for Northern Michigan on the day. That's the first try of the day. That's about 4 minutes into the game. The clock you are seeing here is unofficial. The only official clock is held by center ref Kyle George. Under the crossbar, so the score will remain 5-0 for now with a missed conversion. We seem to have a little bit of back and forth here in the first few minutes, but I would expect Cortland to respond. They're going to be a very tough opponent for Northern Michigan today. Coming out of the Great Waters Conference as the champion, the Great Waters second seed is in St. Louis right now, and they'll be facing off against Wayne State. Nice kick from Northern Michigan, fielded cleanly by the fullback and taken out of bounds by Northern Michigan. Number 13, Ella Erickson. I had all my rosters out from the previous game, so I'm getting them all out now so I can tell you who is who. So we have medical coming onto the field to attend to somebody. So official time is off, but our scoreboard clock will keep running. Right. As we're waiting for medical here, we could check in on some other scores here from around the tournament today. So our first consolation match here in Elkhart was between the small colleges, the teams that Northern Michigan and Cortland defeat, which Gannon won pretty big over Calvin, 71-10 in today's first consolation match. Currently, right now, the Division II consolation match is happening on the other field here at Elkhart between Fairfield University and Grand Valley State University. Time is back on. And Cortland looking to break through. Great cover tackle, but that was a really big run from Cortland, who is now great field position for their team's first real attack possession here. One Northern Michigan player a little slow to get up. All right, Cortland player was taken out of bounds, so we're going to have a line out to Northern Michigan. Yesterday, the Cortland centers were a huge part of their attack and scoring with their win over Calvin. So we'll see if they're able to be as effective today against Northern Michigan. Northern Michigan unable to connect, turned over to Cortland in the line out, looking to move it. Well, offload and contact. Knocked forward by Cortland, so we're going to have a scrum to Northern Michigan. Have our first scrum of the day here, so we'll see where these teams are at. Both teams had some small college All-Americans last year, so plenty of experience on both teams. Both rosters have also plenty of fresh faces filling in for seniors who had left and freshmen arriving ready to go. So Northern Michigan looking to move it. They have some speedsters, but ball lost in contact. Picked up by Cortland, but since she got immediately taken out of bounds, quick, smart call by Northern Michigan. Able to get the ball back. we've got another big break here. Nice offload and contact for Northern Michigan. Back to got their speedy wing. That was their try scorer from the first part of the day. Nice hands, a little bit of a leading pass, but able to hold on. There's a big rumble forward by Northern Michigan. Unlucky drop ball. So we are going to have a scrum down here to Cortland. Put into Cortland, but Northern Michigan contesting. Great back row defense. And a nice little poach from Northern Michigan, trying to move the ball out wide. Great dish again in contact. Got the tackle and the leg went out of bounds, so stole the ball, but ball will return to SUNY Cortland. This time in a line out deep in their own territory. This could be risky for the Peace Frogs. See now Northern Michigan recovering that ball, back on attack, close to their own try zone already. We are getting set up for another scrum. Let's see. Our new referee kits provided by one of our partners, Rhino Rugby. Thank you, Rhino Rugby, for providing not only the referee kit, but all the match balls and our other field equipment that are used throughout our national championships. Great run off the back by the 8-man. Cortland attempting to poach, but unsuccessful. Very hard contact point between the scrum half and number 12. Penalty called. Not rolling away. Cortland going to go quick. Need to exit out of their own try zone here, and they are looking to run it out so far. Not giving any indication that they would kick, so we're keeping it on the ground. Can definitely see some athleticism that Cortland has in their back line. Northern Michigan defense. You can see that decision of looking to try and counter ruck, but once they knew it was lost, to retreat out. Oh no, this could be dangerous. Number 13 for Cortland had a lot of speed yesterday. So definite penalty on the Northern Michigan defender. Oh. I believe he was calling a high tackle. Oh no, there was an earlier penalty because Northern Michigan has the ball. Didn't get to see the indicator from the referee. So it's going to be Northern Michigan's ball coming out of their own end. Unlucky for SUNY Cortland. Ball lost in contact. So SUNY Cortland back on the attack foot. A lot of trading possession here. Neither team really to get too much going because they seem both teams very aggressively looking to turn over the ball in contact as well as in the ruck to counter ruck and poach. Pick up by forwards. Little pick and goes. That ball was lost forward. And Northern Michigan looks to run it out. Excellent tackle by the Cortland center there. It's difficult to transition right from attack to defense, but she was able to recover pretty quickly. Very physical game so far for both of these teams. Looks like we are coming back for a scrum. So after the quick try from Northern Michigan, we're about a quarter of the way through. No more points so far, but it's going to be Cortland scrum right in inside their 22. So this is a great attacking platform. Let's see if they can capitalize at all. Oh no, I apologize. This is a Northern Michigan put in. Nice little kick by the center here. Fielded, kept in play by the Cortland fullback. Able to cut through the first defender. Penalty on Northern Michigan. Cortland looking to go quick. A little bit of space out wide. It looks like the number 5 for Cortland puts their first 5 on the board. It's going to be Leah Maggie, number 5. Great support out there. So that's going to tie our game 5-5. About 20 minutes into the game. So that was great moving that ball to space, and if Cortland can convert, they can take the lead. If not, the game will remain tied at 5. No good. Score will be 5-5. 20 minutes here into this Midwest Regional Championship game. The winner of this game will advance to the National Championship semifinal, where they will play the winner of Wayne State versus University of Wisconsin-Platteville. and we will have a kickoff here. Fielded by Northern Michigan. Uh-oh. We have a big break. Great go forward. Looking for support. Nice run by the number 1 SUNY Cortland, Abigail Duncan. That ball is lost forward in contact but recovered by Northern Michigan. Offload in contact from the center to the wing with just a sea of red out there with nowhere to go. So we had coming in from the side from Northern Michigan, and that our try scorer number 5 looks to go quick again, tackled by the Northern Michigan 8-man. SUNY Cortland is looking to get ahead here. Ball knocked forward. Lots of pressure from Northern Michigan, so we are going to have a scrum to Northern Michigan. All right, number 13 for Northern Michigan is off. It's going to be a big hit. Ella Erickson, after she did have a few big hits, collisions already with SUNY Cortland, she's coming off hobbling, so we want her to be well. So we have a substitute coming in for her early. Side center decides to keep it. Some more go forward here by Northern Michigan. Both teams looking to run it out of their own end zone. We have seen some kicking, but most teams, they seem to be electing to run out. Offsides call against SUNY Cortland. I probably spoke too soon. Northern Michigan looking to touch. Did not find touch, recovered by number 15. Great cover tackle. Looks like we're going to have a quick conference here with our captains. All right, so captains are being told something to communicate to their team before we restart here. All right, Cortland. Scrum half was indicating for play. I'm assuming it means they want to get it out wide. The outside center again, but nice cover. 15 able to break the tackle, getting very close to the try zone here. It looks like they are through. Cortland takes the lead. It's going to be 10-5. Excuse me. 10-5 Cortland with 25 minutes gone. So after starting off hot, Northern Michigan, now Cortland has 10 unanswered points, 2 unanswered tries. Looks like Northern Michigan looking to recoup. The kick was not made, so it will remain ten to 5. Excuse me, 10-5 here in the first. The fans of Northern Michigan, you can always, they travel very well. They do truly travel very well. So you can hear them cheering on the North Stars as they look to find a little bit of mojo here against a very quick, very athletic SUNY Cortland. Both of these teams have been ranked in the top 10, usually in about the top 6 teams of small college in the country. Cortland will be penalized here. Northern Michigan. Oh, we have an interception. Great read by SUNY Cortland defense. That was the number 7. For Cortland. Anna Reinshagen. It's probably Reinshagen. I did not get to go over the pronunciation of these team names because I got their rosters like 3 minutes before kickoff, so I apologize to Anna and her family for probably pronouncing your last name wrong, but that's okay. That was a great interception, so I think we'll look past it for now. Cortland's still working about midway. Cortland difficult to tackle. That's the number 8. And now 6. Northern Michigan defense a little flat-footed. So if they're not coming up to launch and take away this pressure, SUNY Cortland doing an excellent job of recognizing their opportunities here. Running a little sideways, but we're trying to get to the edge. Cut back. Oh, what a move. What a nice little move. Oh, that stuff, that always makes me nervous when they go to stop directions that way, so I'm very glad that worked out okay. Able to keep the ball in bounds with a little bit of acrobatics, excuse me, on the sideline. Northern Michigan turned over the ball. But very dangerous play right here, right in front of the posts. we have the ball is... We have subs. Subs being called in. We're here at about the 30-minute mark. 31, unofficial time. The only official time is on from the center referee. Having a little conversation with the Cortland captain. All right, we're going to have a scrum to Cortland. Right on the 5 here. Huge opportunity. Northern Michigan pushing this back. But getting called for pushing before the ball's in. Cortland able to capitalize immediately. Third try of the day here at around the 32-minute mark. That's going to take our score 15-5. Being able to dot that one down under the posts. We have a great shot of one of the Rhino Vortex Elite match balls. Thank you, Rhino, for those top-of-the-line products that we use in our championship series. They are truly the best. We've got a tight head prop kicking for points. You love to see it. So that's 2 more. So that's going to take us 17-5 with under 10 here to go in the first half. Northern Michigan behind, but that's not something they're not used to. They've had a lot of really close games. They've had quite a few come from behind victories so far already this year, including in their conference championship over Wisconsin-Platteville, where they ended up winning 28-27. So there is no quit in the North Stars. So don't expect a small deficit to really rattle them. Just Northern Michigan looking to find a little bit more space here. Nice big run by number 6. Unlucky drop pass. So we're going to have a scrum to Northern Michigan here. Northern Michigan could really use some points here to respond to SUNY Cortland's unanswered. Which we have an obstruction call. And SUNY Cortland again looking to run it out. Another big break from the Cortland outside sender, Jillian Underhill, who is having a day. Has just been absolutely cutting up the Northern Michigan defense. We have another. The number 8 here for Northern Michigan has been just working their absolute tail off. That's Morgan Goss. Morgan Goss has been all over the field today, making tackles just everywhere, seemingly on the field. As Northern Michigan has spent most of the first half here on defense. The winner of this game will advance to the national semifinal as the Midwest representative, and they will take on the winner of the West quarterfinal game today that is happening between Wayne State and UW-Platteville. Knock forward in contact, so we're going to have another scrum here to Northern Michigan. The last few minutes of the first half. Lost forward by Northern Michigan. Apologies for the delay in commentary. Myself and all the other regional reps right now are in a group text, and we're sharing scores. And I was getting a score update about defending small college national champion Endicott right now is trailing to Colby College just into the second half, 12-10. So that's going to be one we're definitely going to keep up on. Again, all of these winners today are going to be advancing to the national championship. So lots of high stakes, lots and lots of stakes here today. These teams have worked really hard to be here, not only in their competition, but also just to physically get here is difficult, and it's expensive, and the kids have to work really hard and fundraise and all of that kind of stuff, as pretty much every team traveling out of our 40 is a club sport. So we do appreciate everyone and how they take rugby seriously, so we want to take their competition seriously. Talk about some serious speed. That's going to be a try to... Well, maybe it's not a try. We're having a... Or... I'm not sure if this is an injury check-in. All right, it looks like the 5 points will stand here for Cortland. We're just checking on that information now. So really close here to halftime, right around the 40-minute mark. Northern Michigan just does not seem to have an answer. To the Cortland attack. All right. That is no good, and I heard the whistle for halftime. So going into halftime, it's going to be 22-5, SUNY Cortland, and the winner advancing to Houston. So we're going to take a little break here for halftime. But 22-5, I would expect a continued dogfight here in the second half. All right, welcome back to the second half here in Elkhart, Indiana for the Midwest Regional Championship between SUNY Cortland and Northern Michigan University. Northern Michigan was jumped on the scoreboard first early in the first half, but ever since then it's been all Cortland. Our current score is 22-5. We'll see what each team did to make some adjustments here at halftime. There's 40 minutes and big stakes here. So the winner of this game will advance to the National Championship Series. They will advance to the semifinal, where they will play the winner of Wayne State College and University of Wisconsin-Platteville. That game is happening right now. University of Platteville currently in the lead over Wayne. St. Bonaventure's already punched their ticket to Houston after defeating perennial powerhouse Lee University by a very solid margin. I don't remember the exact score without looking, so I won't say the wrong thing. You can go to our website, though. Ooh. Cortland overextended there looking for another interception. And the last, our East Regional, houses the defending national champions, Endicott, which are the last score update I had them trailing to Colby College into the second half, 12-10. So we're going to keep an eye on those score lines and try and keep them updated as we go here. Because if you're watching, I'm assuming you're interested who's next. Northern Michigan seems to have some solid attack moving forward here. A little dish pass from the 8-man to the outside, but great cover tackle here by SUNY. Oh, I keep saying that. If you don't know what I'm saying, SUNY is S-U-N-Y. That's State University of New York. And all the state schools in New York have that SUNY moniker in front of them. Some of the schools go by it, some of them don't. Cortland does. So if you keep calling me, hear them say SUNY, and you don't know what I'm talking about, that's what I'm talking about. Head referee handing out a yellow card to number 13. Big hit for Cortland. That'll be Jillian Underhill here at about the 42nd minute. So, with the yellow card, Jillian will be sent off the field for 10 minutes and with no substitutions. So Cortland will be playing down one player for the next 10 minutes, giving Northern Michigan a one-player advantage. That would be crucial for them if they can put some points on the board in this time to close this score gap. There should be some space somewhere. All right, and that's a quick score for Northern Michigan. That's their second try of the day. That's going to close our gap to 22-10. We'll see if they can slot that kick and get it back to a 2-score game, not a 3-score game. We have number 15, Molly Manor, looking to add 2 more points for the North Stars. All right. Flags are up. 2 more points for the North Stars. So that'll take us to 22-12. All right, so see, we've got no chairs in the technical zone. So we've got number 13 just sitting on the ground. Pick up by Northern Michigan forwards. And that's cut through. Northern Michigan with another big break. Kind of a bit of a dribbler to the number 8. Picks it up cleanly though. Able to get a little go forward. Set up another ruck. Northern Michigan looks to be slowing down the pace a bit. Nice cut through by the 12. Looking for the offload, but gonna keep it. Oh, and that's another one. 2 quick tries for Northern Michigan. That's number 12, Emma Garpy. And that's going to close our gap again. 3rd try of the day. That's going to take us to 17-22. Setting up another relatively centered kick for Northern Michigan. Again, we have Molly Manor, who is 1 for 2 today on her conversions. No flags, no kick, so we're going to keep it, but now we're at a 5-point game. 22-17. Northern Michigan seems having a bit of a spark here after halftime. Whether I don't know if they've made some substitutions or what game plan they've adjusted, but the last 10 minutes have looked pretty different than their first half attack that we've seen. Another big rumble right up the middle here. Looks like we have a penalty here. Northern Michigan player a little slow to get up, but we're getting there. That's that number 16, Avery Owens. A lot of great, good forward coming out of them if they coming off the bench in the first half. And there's your conversion kicker, the fullback. Ooh, great cut inside. Looking back, but no one is chasing her. Oh. We're calling it back, something from a previous call. Calling a forward pass, maybe? Yeah. Unlucky. Great break for Northern Michigan. But it's going to be a scrum to Cortland, who has been playing a little flat since their yellow card. 22-17 here. Over on the red field right now, it's our D2 consolation match. And Fairfield is still up if you want to tune into our other live stream. If you want to look at any of our other streams for our other regionals, that's happening through the VO Live app right now. If you downloaded the app, you can look up VO US Partnerships. And if you look that up, you will find the streams for all of our other fields in our West south and east locations. Those are playing out all the rest of the Division II and small college matches today. Division I is officially done, as we will have a Division I National Championship rematch in Houston with Northern Michigan and Notre Dame College locked in for December 2nd. A 6 p.m. kickoff, and I believe tickets are already live. So if you want to watch that game or any of these winners who are going to advance, you can go check that out at ncr.rugby. So after that scrum, it was bobbled at the bottom, and then Cortland actually knocked it forward out of bounds, which actually gives you a choice of a scrum or a line-out. So it looks like Northern Michigan has opted for a line-out. Cortland up early, but down, I guess, enough in time. So Northern Michigan able to retain this ball. Really big defensive pressure coming out of Cortland. Ooh, nice hands. I thought she caught it, but she actually tipped it forward to her teammate. It was a little difficult to tell. So we are going to have a scrum to Cortland. Looks like our sin bin player is getting ready to come back on here soon. But Northern Michigan definitely did some damage in the time that they had this. We're playing one player up. Cortland feeding on the tight head side. Northern Michigan coming back to attack with their forwards on the short side, who are on that right side channel after their scrum. Northern Michigan not contesting in these rucks. There's like a good 8-on-8 battle there. So that was a big run by Morgan Goss. Oh no, tackle by Morgan Goss, excuse me. SUNY 8-man is Emily Russo. Penalty to Northern Michigan. All right, time is off. So it looks like our yellow card player is returning, and this is customary that she would check in with the referee, make sure that they are ready to return. Little dish outside. Cortland out of bounds. Called into touch. But we have a penalty that we're returning to. Number 12. Breaking through off that quick penalty. Yeah, first try of the half for Cortland, extending their lead back up to 27. It was off the uprights, but it bounced in, so the flags are up, so that is going to count. So 7 more, so that's going to extend Northern Michigan lead 29-17. All right, so we're going to have a kickoff here. Deep kick. Good. Great strategy by Northern Michigan. Not able to recover the kick, but by pushing them into touch, they're able to recover the ball and have a line out right at their 22. They need to get back to attacking and put some more points on the board. We are about 55 minutes in, so we have 25 minutes to go here before we crown a Midwest Regional Champion. Playing advantage because it was knocked on in the line out, but no advantage will be gained as Cortland is unable to advance the ball forward. So we will be setting up a scrum to Cortland. That's a great shot there for our partners at Rhino. Rhino ref, Rhino scrum half, Rhino ball. That has an ad all over it. Scrum was stolen. Ooh. Unable to connect there. But Cortland looking to counter. There's another penalty called. I'm not sure what I think we're calling that original knock. Oh, Northern Michigan player a little frustrated. Referee is talking to our captains here. We're having in for a little talk. Looking to manage these players here. Northern Michigan was able to push back against this scrum and went for that really aggressively, went to counter poach and go get that loose ball, or not really loose, but Northern Michigan back on the attacking foot. Struggle to connect all the way out to their fullback. And Northern Michigan is going backwards. We need a little bit of go forwards. So you can always count on your forwards to do that for you. Nice punch up this tight channel here. Unlucky on the connection there. We're going to set for another scrum for Cortland to Northern Michigan is giving them a big shove here again, going backwards. Great tackle there. Northern Michigan player had the tackle, but a little slow to get up. Keep an eye on that. Here we go, another rumble from their 8-man. SUNY Cortland looking to get it back outside to for 12, 13, and 15. Very dangerous, very speedy runners, very shifty. Here we go. We're playing the offload game here now, trying to keep the ball alive and moving forward. Northern Michigan choosing to not counter ruck. Yeah. Looks like we've got a Northern Michigan player down, so we're going to take a time off here for a moment while medical comes on to check Northern Michigan player out. When we restart, it will be a scrum to Northern Michigan. Just a quick score update from our other field here. We have the happening right now on the red field is the D2 third place regional game between Fairfield University and Grand Valley State. Fairfield currently on top 19-0. Fairfield traveled by bus from Connecticut to Indiana this weekend for an opportunity to play, and they've really shown themselves that they're a really good team and that they deserve a little more recognition coming out of the Tri-State Conference. So we appreciate their travel and all the teams who travel to be here and play. These are all the teams you're looking at today. They're all club sports. They're not funded by their universities, and they are doing everything they can to fundraise and get organized and drive down here themselves. So if you're a fan out there, no donation is too small to any of these clubs. They appreciate it, and it really helps offset that player out-of-pocket costs. Looks like our player who is down is up now. His medical is off the field, so we're getting our water carriers off the field, so we're going to resume with a scrum to Northern Michigan. We have about less than 20 minutes to go. Score is 29-17. SUNY Cortland up. We have another knock on here. I have a quick score update from our East Regional. Even though Endicott was down, they were able to fight off Colby College and will again be advancing as the East Regional champion and to defend their national title. 27-12 over Colby College. That means our half of the bracket is full here in Small College. Our first semifinal game will be Endicott versus St. Bonaventure. And the winner of this game will take on the winner of the University of Platteville and Wayne State. University of Platteville was winning earlier. Don't have a final score on that game, though. So we will keep you updated on that. So congrats to Endicott College and to Colby as well for a great season. Looks like number 13 into touch. Ella Erickson, tons of speed, but that sideline can act as an extra defender. And you don't, unlike others, like football and such, if you run the ball out of bounds, you get to keep it, but that is an automatic turnover in Northern Michigan. We'll get this ball back. Nice pressure from Cortland. And we're going to have another line out here. Just about 16 minutes to go. A little bit of a disconnect on the back line. Ooh. Cortland going again for an interception, but now it's all bobbled. We're going to have a scrum. Northern Michigan, deep in their own end. The tri-zone is far away, but they have to get there if they want to keep their Nationals' hopes alive. Kick out to clear. Nice defense. Unfortunately, diving through some playing on the ground. Cortland going quick, as they have been much of the day. Nice tackle here. Another penalty for Northern Michigan. Calling it back to an earlier penalty. Not back 10 off that other penalty, so watch for Cortland. They've been dangerous from this attack previously. Penalties within their own 22. knocked forward by Cortland. So we're going to have another scrum to Northern Michigan. These players are getting a little tired here in the last 13 minutes or so, getting a little sloppier. Also, both teams putting in maximum effort into every single thing that they've done. So they're trying to get off all those extra passes because, especially when you get close to the try line, you're thinking, if I can get one more, then we can score. That fatigue puts a blinders on your decision making and can be difficult. So here comes Northern Michigan, looking to run it out deep from their own try zone, practically. Able to cut back in after about a 20-meter gain here. A little bit of a line break here from Northern Michigan. Nice little dummy, but ball still alive. But unfortunate obstruction as Northern Michigan center kind of lost their space and ran right in front of their own player after they started to get a little momentum. So we're down to like our final 10 minutes or so here. SUNY Cortland still leading 29-17. Great speed. Is there anybody in front of her? Nice tackle by the fullback of Northern Michigan. But it's not enough. And they were able to score 3, so that's going to be another try in the 70th minute here. Putting the score at 34-17 with a conversion to go. And that return to nationals is looking further and further away for Northern Michigan as the Peace Frogs just seem to have the speed today. All these teams did play yesterday, it is important to point out. So they're already pretty beat up and tired. Not to mention after a long season, playing back-to-back days is actually quite difficult. So shout out to these players who are really putting their bodies on the line and really pushing themselves just to get through these last two. All right, flags are up, so that's 2 more. So that's going to take us to 36-17 with under 10 minutes to go. Northern Michigan had a spark right at the beginning of the second half, but then after the yellow card was over, it's been all Cortland again. Really probably pointing to how much of an impact that the outside center for Cortland, Jillian Underhill, is making on this Cortland team. But Northern Michigan hasn't given up for a second. Ooh, almost a bobble, but held on to by the Cortland number 8. Cortland looking to move it. Trying to keep that one alive, but unable to. Northern Michigan able to recover and get back on the attack. Calling it back here. Referee Kyle with the call. There was an original forward pass when Cortland was trying to do their loop. Unable to connect. So we are in the final. Under 10 minutes to go. About 7 minutes to go. Northern Michigan with a scrum. Looking to put more points on the board. Northern Michigan able to offload, but a little drop pass picked up herself. That was called straight down, so we're able to play on. Little scrummy pick off the base. Hard tackle there. A little bit of space out wide. Let's see if they can connect. Oh, that makes me happy. Avery Jones has come off the bench with our try scorer for today, or just now, but they've just been doing an absolutely excellent job with go forward. Incredible work rate off the ball. I've just really appreciated her play today, so I'm glad that she got a little bit of reward here at the end of the tunnel here. So that'll take our score 36-22. Northern Michigan will have an opportunity to put 2 more on the board. And as I predicted, there is no quit in North Stars. Nice strike, but to the right. Score will stay at 22-36. Less than 5 minutes to go here, and Cortland is up by two tries and 2 conversions. Low kick from Cortland. Back to Jones. Nice little dummy. Northern Michigan on the front foot. Certainly not going quietly into the night here. Northern Michigan moving it, trying to keep the ball alive. That was kind of a missed pass, but it went off the foot, so More cover tackles by Cortland, who are doing anything to keep Northern Michigan from rolling downhill here, as all of a sudden there's a huge burst of energy coming from Northern Michigan to get into the tri-zone. We have an advantage being held here by the head referee. Yep, we're going to go back to the penalty. Being off, SUNY Cortland offsides. That'll give Northern Michigan a penalty here with 2 minutes to go. They got to go pretty quick here if they're going to try and go again, so... Cortland playing just lights out defense, just doing anything they can, pushing the ball back, pushing back. Northern Michigan still fighting for every inch, looking for a way through, and they just see a wall of red. Nice little pre-contact footwork there by the... penalty called on Cortland again. Northern Michigan doesn't really have time to go slow if they want to try and get another, extra possessions here, if they are able to dot it down, which they are. It looks like we had a pretty big collision here in the front. We got 2 players down. I'm not sure how much extra time there is, or if there's any, but they gotta go. Our clock says 80, so that's going to take Northern Michigan to 27. No good. And that's going to be the game. So even though after some late rallies by Northern Michigan, it's not going to be enough. And SUNY Cortland will go back to the national championship semifinal after coming in as an at-large seeds having to travel. 36-22. Congratulations, SUNY Cortland. I'm Angela Smarto. Thanks so much for tuning in. I got to go and hand out some awards to both of these teams. Congratulations to both teams. Our final game of today is going to be in 25 minutes here at 3 o'clock for our Division II between the University of Cincinnati and University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire. Thanks for tuning in, and I will catch you later.